Do you feel overwhelmed at the idea of getting healthier? Do you feel like you need to overhaul your entire life? What if I told you that there is a simpler way to do this and I can help you do that? Just stay tuned. So, we are here to talk about how to get healthy today. Sorry, there was some distraction on my screen. But what I want to really focus on is getting healthy. I have been on this journey for a while, and I have some things that I want to share with you. I am more focused on the getting healthy part of my life now more than ever. I find that as we age, we have to pay particular attention to our health, because if we don't, we will end up in a situation where we are in need of medical care or in need of somebody to help us. And you don't want to be in that situation at all. So I am on a journey to actually get healthy, stay healthy, and I want to help you to actually get healthy and stay healthy right along with me. So I'm Lisa Balthaser, and I am a business coach by training, and I am stepping into the health and wellness journey, and I really want to take you on that journey. Sometimes it is hard. I absolutely acknowledge that. And that is what I want to talk about today. Okay. Because we're going to put some steps together today to make it easier, because it doesn't have to be that hard. Okay. So, first, I wanted to say the information is for general knowledge and not I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a healthcare professional. But what I do want to do is help you to really go on this journey with me. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I do walk a lot. I do tend to try to stay as healthy as I can by any means possible. So, today, we're going to talk about the problem with that. Because if you're like me, you don't like change. You don't like, when things aren't, easy. Our brains tend to shut down, and we tend to do it for a little while, and then we stop doing it. Okay. So I'm going to teach you a method today to actually do the things and stay on track at the same time. Sorry about the light. It's a little distracting. I know. My apologies. I'm using two different lights today, and I normally don't. So let me just move the one a little bit. Okay. So the first thing that I want to say is that big changes do something in our brains. Okay. Big changes, they challenge us. They challenge our brains, because we, as humans, we like things to be the same. We like routines. We like to have things easy. So when we try to make changes, our brain resists. And that's why it's so often people stop, or they'll do it temporarily and then they stop, because there is a huge resistance in our brains. And I'm going to show you today an easy way to actually make habits, keep them, and make them just part of your life. Okay. So I cannot stand this light. It is in my face. I do apologize for that. So, today I want to talk about how the power of incremental progress. Incremental means you're taking tiny steps and you are building on them. Okay. So today, I'm going to talk about that process with you. And that is how you are going to build the habits and sustain them. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is how incremental habits really help your brain to adjust. Okay, so the first thing is it reduces the overwhelm that you're feeling. Okay, so when you try to make changes, especially big changes in your life, okay, so if you're trying to overhaul your life and get healthy and stay healthy, you may think that there's big changes, and there probably are big changes that actually need to be made. But here's the thing. Okay. If you make those big changes, what's going to happen is your brain is going to shut down. It's not going to come along with you. It's not going to be happy. Okay. So what I'm going to show you is how the small successes build. Okay. How they build and how they make that goal achievable for you. Okay. I'm going to I can't take my glasses off because I can't see without my glasses. So the next thing that I want to show you is how incremental progress builds momentum. Okay, because those little successes add up. Okay, and when you have the little successes that are adding up, you feel empowered because you're winning. You feel like you're winning. Okay, so the next thing is those little incremental progresses create consistency. So in essence, they create habits. They become part of your day, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So that it doesn't seem like it's extra or that it doesn't seem like it's like you're doing more, okay? And it also helps you to rewire your brain, okay? And that's what you really want to do. When you rewire your brain, it makes it easy for you, okay? When you create those new neural pathways, that habit becomes automatic with time, okay? So we're going to talk about that today. So think of it like building a brick wall, one brick at a time, rather than trying to lift the whole wall and put it down, okay? You're just building piece by piece, okay? The first thing that I want to talk about is the one thing, okay? And that one thing should be a thing that actually is going to create change. So I want to challenge you though, when you choose that thing that you want to change, okay? Because you have to start small. You have to start in increments, remember? When you're choosing that one thing, okay, make it something that can really move the needle for you, but make it specific. So you guys all heard of SMART goals. Okay, I'm a trained business coach, so I dealt a lot with SMART goals. So make it measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay, simple, realistic. So it can't be too complicated. Okay, but when it's a SMART goal, okay, you can see the progress. Okay, so instead of I need to eat healthier, you can change that to I need to eat one serving of vegetables every day with each meal or with dinner or however you want to start. Instead of saying I need to exercise more, because more is abstract, okay? More is an abstract word. And when you say I need to exercise more, it doesn't really give you any goals to actually measure, okay? So you can start with, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes. Okay, now 5 minutes isn't that long if you're just walking, or maybe it is if you have not exercised in a while. Whatever that goal is for you, today I had a goal. I wanted to walk a certain distance in 30 minutes. I gave myself 30 minutes to actually get it done. And that is all I had today. So that is why I was there for 30 minutes only today. And I did walk for 30 minutes today. Actually, I got it in less than 30 minutes. So I actually achieved my goal faster. And then Another example could be, I need to drink more water. Now, we all know that drinking water helps us to digest our food. It helps clean out your system, get the toxins out, and get everything flowing properly in your body. If you don't drink enough water, you may be in a situation where you're not digesting properly, or you're dehydrated, and that affects the whole body. Okay, so it's really, really important that you do drink enough water. But you may want to start with, I'm going to drink 1 glass of water first thing in the morning, which is actually how I started drinking more water. So you have to make them simple, measurable, achievable, and actionable. It has to be something that you can do realistically. Okay. It should feel almost too easy. Okay. The goal is to build consistency. Okay. So that you do it again and again and again. And when you do it again and again and again, that tiny little thing becomes a habit. Okay. Then when you have that habit that you are doing every single day, okay, you have a habit that you're doing every single day now. And at first you weren't doing it at all. Now you are doing it every single day. By the way, guys, I want to drop my my link here. If you guys want to schedule a call with me, I welcome you to schedule a call with me. I have a variety of ways that I help people with their health, wellness, and business. So, if you really would love to get in a conversation with me, I can help you. Just schedule a call at that link there. The link, if you're just listening, the link is My Healthy Body 50, all lowercase, My Healthy Body 50. So when you have those habits in place, then you take that habit that you already built. Okay. This isn't going to happen overnight, guys. You cannot change your whole life overnight. And that's the problem, because people in general, they want to do things like yesterday. They want it to happen like yesterday or last year or last month. Okay. Oh, I need to lose weight for a wedding next month. Well, honey, maybe you should have thought about that a little while ago, because next month is not realistic. Okay. I am teaching you how to do this in a realistic way that will really work with your life. Okay. We're not talking about taking things and changing your entire life in a day. Okay. Now, you may feel comfortable doing that, but your brain probably does not feel comfortable with that. And even if you force yourself to do it, it's going to feel hard. And I am trying to help you to make it easy. Okay. So we've established one habit with that one thing rule. Okay. Now we are going to stack on top of that one habit that we already do. So here's the formula. Okay. You ready? You ready for the formula? Here's the formula. After whatever you just created a habit for, I will, whatever the new habit is. So you may want to say, after I eat once, or after I drink 1 glass of water, I will go on a 5-minute walk, or a 10-minute walk, or a 15-minute walk, or whatever that thing is. Or after I exercise, I will drink 1 pint of water. Okay. Whatever that goal is. Okay. So if you created a goal to walk for 20 minutes, then you're going to walk for 20 minutes, and you're doing that every day. Okay. And you come back and you drink a glass of water. Okay. So you could say, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I will drink 1 glass of water. Well, hopefully you were brushing your teeth to begin with. or after you finish your morning coffee, you'll do 5 minutes of stretching. Or after you sit down to dinner, you'll take 3 deep breaths. Okay. So I know in my house, we were talking about eating food, and how eating slowly actually makes you feel full faster. And I've actually practice this in real life, and it does actually keep you full for longer. And honestly, it's one of the ways that I have been using to stay full longer. So I'm not, looking for something to snack on, or, I'm not hungry right away. I feel satisfied all the time because I do eat slowly. I make sure I chew my food. It actually does work. So, so when you're just like what I'm teaching you, when you're stacking the habits, it works because your brain becomes triggered. So after dinner, after your morning coffee, you'll stretch for 5 minutes. So your brain becomes triggered after a while, like this is what we do. This is what we do in the morning. Okay. It creates a routine. It creates a habit for you. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about tracking your progress and celebrating your wins, because you do want to do that. Okay. Now, when you're creating these habits, you're going to start small, and then you're going to build on them. And as you build on them, you are going to create new habits. Okay. And overall, you can actually change your entire life over time. Okay. But the thing is, you really need to stick to it. And that's why creating those small habits and then building on the small habits are really going to help you to do that. Okay. So, what you definitely do want to do is track your habit, track your wins, track everything, celebrate the wins. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the importance of tracking. Number one, visibility. Okay. It helps you to see your consistency. So maybe you're feeling like there's no progress, but yet a month ago you started walking 5 minutes, and now you're walking 20 minutes a month later. Okay. When you track your progress, you can see what you've done over time. And that's really important mentally. It's important for your brain. So you can realize, yes, okay, I built on this. I only did 5 minutes. Now I can do 20 minutes. Okay. And that's a win. Okay. It also helps you to create motivation for yourself. Okay. When you see the wins, when you see the progress, okay, you're motivated to keep going. Okay. When you see a streak where you did something over a period of time and you didn't think you could, you can be proud of yourself. You want to keep going. You want to keep that consistency. The other thing it creates is accountability. Okay. When you track and you're honest with yourself, okay, you hold yourself accountable. Now, sometimes that is not easy for people. So if you're not good at holding yourself accountable, I suggest that you get somebody else and ask them to hold you accountable. If you have a partner, if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, get them to help to keep you on track. Okay. Simple tracking methods could be you put an X on the calendar. You did this today. Okay. Or a simple journal. Okay. I actually had a food journal where I was tracking like everything that I was eating. I do it in my Fitbit now, but I stopped actually tracking it because I've been eating very, very healthy for a while. There's a lot of free apps that you can use to track your food, keep you on track, and keep you motivated. The other end of tracking is celebrating. Okay. Celebrate the wins. I can't tell you how important it is to acknowledge even the most tiny habits that you've created for yourself. And the reason you want to do that is because, again, it motivates you. It keeps you going. Okay. Did you drink that glass of water for 7 days straight? That's amazing. Give yourself a high five. Okay. Did you stop smoking for 5 days? Oh my gosh. Give yourself a high five. However small it is, I want you to acknowledge the win. Acknowledge it like nobody's business. Okay. And celebrate the accomplishment. Okay. Because every little win is an accomplishment. Okay. When you celebrate the wins, it helps to reinforce the positive behavior. So it really helps you rewire your brain. Okay. Now, you may be saying, but what if I miss a day? I know this is not going to be perfect. I know this is not going to go well. And guess what? Every single person that has ever tried to create new habits in their lives has failed. Okay. Everyone. There is no one out there who has tried to create new habits or change their life and has not failed. Okay. So here's the thing. Everyone misses a day, but there's a rule that you can put in place for yourself to hold yourself accountable. And that is a never miss twice rule. Okay. So if you miss today, you are darn sure going to do it tomorrow. You are not going to miss 2 days. And the reason you want to do that, there's a couple reasons you want to do that. But one of the things is, if you miss more than 2 days, then not doing it starts becoming the habit, and you don't want that to happen. Okay. So if you put in place a never miss twice rule for yourself, okay, you can keep yourself on track and you can track your progress. Reframe the failure. A missed day is a data point, and it's a chance to get back on track immediately. It's not a failure because guess what? Everyone misses a day occasionally. Okay. Even people that are really consistent with working out, sometimes they miss a day. Life happens, things happen. Have some self-compassion. You are human. You are not a robot. So just put in place a never miss twice rule and promise yourself to make sure you do it the following day. It's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing. It's a chance to redeem yourself, a chance to say, hey, I missed a day, but guess what? I am back on track. Okay. Now you want to build a lot of if you're changing your lifestyle, especially if you do not have a healthy lifestyle and you want to change it to a healthy lifestyle, you may be making some really big changes in your life. Okay. And that really challenges your brain, like I talked about at the beginning of the video. It really challenges your brain. Okay. Making big changes. So you want to gradually add tiny steps to the ladder. So the first day you created that 5-minute walk, and now you're up to 20 minutes. And then you added drinking a pint of water when you get back from your walk. So you're doing those two things. So when you're doing this, you want to stack things on. Okay. So maybe you want to start out with protein in the morning, or maybe you want to end your routine with a healthy snack, or vegetables. If you want to add more vegetables in your diet or something like that, you're just going to build on. Okay. And if you may find that there's nothing to add on to that ladder. So then what do? You find another thing, one thing that you can create a tiny habit with, and then you build onto that, like you're building onto this. Okay. So say you were working with exercise. Now, maybe you're going to jump over to diet. Okay. So, now I have this routine of exercising and drinking water and having a healthy snack afterwards. Now I really need to work on my meals. Okay. So now you can jump over to maybe adding one vegetable to each meal, or adding one vegetable at dinner if that feels easier, just dinner. And then maybe dinner and lunch the next time. So, to stack on. But you're just going to start small, because these small changes really trigger things in your brain. If you do too much all at once, it's going to overwhelm your brain. You're not going to want to do it, and you're going to fall off the wagon. You're going to feel like you failed. And I don't want you to feel like you failed. So you want to gradually increase the difficulty by adding more on, stack more on. Once consistent, then scale and increase its difficulty. Increase. So if you're walking 5 minutes, you're going to add 5 more minutes and walk 10 minutes. If you're drinking 1 glass of water, maybe you want to drink 2 glasses of water. If you're eating 1 serving of vegetables. So you're just going to add on, stack on. Help your brain to recognize that it is easy, okay? Help your brain to feel like it is easy. Like, because when you're training your brain and you're rewiring your brain and these become habits, your brain feels like this is just what I do, okay? It's just what I do. It is your habit now. So you want to add these things on so small so that you can feel like it's easy, because it can be easy. It doesn't need to be difficult. So what I really would love for you guys to do is to schedule a call with me. I can help you to get on track. I am by no means, I don't issue diets. I don't do that. But what I can do is help you to be healthy and get the nutrition you need and feel like you have energy. And I can help you with those things. I can also help you to stay accountable to your goals. Okay. My goal is to help you to be healthy and vibrant into your senior years. Okay. That is my goal for you, because it's really important in this day and age to be healthy. Okay. And to take control of your own health. Don't rely on our medical system we hopefully have learned not to do that, not to rely on them. You need to take control of your health yourself. Okay. You are in control. The doctor's not in control. You decide what's good for you. Don't let the medical people tell you what's good for you. You know your body. You know what's important to stay healthy. Now, I will say consult with medical professionals, before you make any big changes. Absolutely. What I help you with is informational. It's general knowledge, and I do not issue medical advice by any stretch of the imagination, but I am really passionate about helping you to stay healthy and to maintain your health into your senior years, well into your senior years. It is possible. It is very possible. In fact, most people don't realize my age, because most people think I'm about 10 to 15 years younger than I actually am. And there's a reason for that, okay? I do things to help myself to stay young, to stay vibrant, and I can help you too. So jump on a call with me. I have the link there. It's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/myhealthybody50. I will be happy to consult with you and see what we can do, see how we can help you get healthier and stay healthier. So that is what I have for you guys today. I haven't been on here in a while, so I did want to jump on here today. I had a few minutes. I actually was going to be on a group call and it was canceled. So you guys are lucky you got me tonight. So that's what I have for you today. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and have a good day.